Module 4, The Leadership of Susan B. Anthony. End of Unit 2 Assessment, Reading and Analyzing The Hope Chest by Karen Schwabach. Before taking Part 2, make sure you've completed Part 1. It's a separate video. Part 2, Drafting and Writing an Essay. Now you will be writing an essay like you've been practicing in class. Essay prompt. How did Violet make a difference in the Hope Chest? After reading the Hope Chest, write an essay that describes how Violet's actions in Chapter 18 contribute to the theme making a difference. Make sure to provide examples from the text to clarify your analysis. Use a separate lined sheet of paper to write your essay. Essay prompt. How did Violet make a difference in the Hope Chest? Paragraph 1. The title of the book and chapter number. The Hope Chest, Chapter 18. Background information about the topic. They were all in blank, waiting for the Susan B. Anthony Amendment to be passed, which would give women blank. Focus statement. Restate the prompt and provide an answer. Violet does two important things in Chapter 18 that make a huge difference in the outcome of women's suffrage. Pause the video to make sure you filled in this information in your graphic organizer. Essay prompt. How did Violet make a difference in the Hope Chest? Paragraph 2. The body, which should include 2 or 3 examples from the text that support your answer. So that means you're going to be looking for evidence from the text, Chapter 18, to show how Violet made a difference. Luckily, we've covered these differences already in questions 6 and 7, so you can go back there to look for help if you need to. Look back on page 231 for one piece of evidence, page 235 for another piece of evidence, and then finally on page 243 they find out that both blank and blank voted blank and the amendment passes. Women have the right to blank. Fill in that information. That will be your third example from the text to support your answer that Violet made a difference in the Hope Chest. Remember to go back to your book, to those page numbers to reread. You can also look back at questions number 6 and 7 to help you, because we've already answered questions about this topic. Pause the video to make sure you filled in this information in your graphic organizer. Essay prompt. How did Violet make a difference in the Hope Chest? The last paragraph is going to be your conclusion, and it should include you restating your answer to the prompt. Here's one example. You do not need to use this exact example, but it can help you if you're not quite sure. As you can see, without Violet, the amendment blank and women might not blank. You can use that to help end your essay. Great job. Pause the video to make sure you filled in this information in your graphic organizer. Now that your graphic organizer is completely filled out, you can use a separate sheet of lined paper to write your essay, or if your teacher allows, you can type up your essay using the information in your organizer.